Hello, good morning, dear friends. We're going to stake our cherry tomatoes right here, and we're using this biodegradable material. It's raining here, dear friends, obviously, as you can see me wearing this coat, and I covered the cell phone, the smartphone, with a face mask above on it, and at the beginning of the video the camera was covered by the mask, so I have to remove it, and hoping that the camera will not be damaged by the rain. So again, I have told you lately that this is my first time growing cherry tomatoes. I think the three varieties this time that I'm growing are all my first time growing, because the extra 390 F1 hybrid tomato, I have grown that one last year, though I haven't uploaded the video yet, but in a few weeks time I also upload the videos of our harvest of tomatoes the last season. But cherry tomatoes already, and the other one, the local variety in Thailand, Sida, or Lukto tomato. These three are all my first time experience. We have here our grape that we grow from seed, and temporarily that grape will be climbing together with the tomatoes, because I don't have budget yet for buying PVC pipes for its own um, trellis. And dear friends, this is the joy of having your garden, spending your time in the garden. When I was a kid, I grew up in a farm in a mountainous village. My parents are both farmers, though my father died already like 13, 14 years from now. I don't have siblings. I'm the only child of the family, but I did not experience a luxurious life. Not even today. but I find myself enjoying my time in the garden. I started uploading videos about our planting, our gardening in our backyard. I think last year, 2020. But I do gardening since I was still working in the university back in 2011, 2012, until 2016 that I worked in the university. I did gardening those years and much more now that I don't have a job, I don't have any work, and I'm a full-time husband at staying at home, looking after the pets, and also trying to enjoy my opportunity in here in the garden. Though it is very challenging, but I must enjoy the privilege. We have this area, and I'm pretty sure that this is a God-given place, because this October of this year will be the last month of our contract, and we prayed a lot until the time that I stopped praying, but my wife and my mother did not stop praying. And then one day there was a new buyer and have told us to rent this place for another 3 years, and I was already okay to that. And then later on he changed his mind, and instead of 3 years contract, we're given 5 years additional contract as a renter in this house. So I have more years to cultivate vegetables, and of course I'm doing research, and I have to polish more on the organic fertilizer that I am making right now, that I use it normally regularly into our vegetables. And back in 2012 to 2018, I was into using synthetic fertilizer, and I'm sure it's not good for human consumption, so I shifted to organic fertilizer. But I do not know how to make organic fertilizer, and so over the years, like within 2 years of learning, researching, and I was able to come up this organic fertilizer that I am using right now. I only buy the ingredients in the markets, but some of the ingredients are here around in our surroundings as well. So we just finished staking our cherry tomatoes. Now let's move on to our extra 390 F1 hybrid tomatoes. Now these are our extra 390 F1 hybrid tomato plants with your friends, and it's been more than a week here since the time of the transfer from the individual seed pot container, and now they are in their permanent location until they bear flowers and for the rest of the season. I think the rain have stopped already, so I can remove my raincoat. Until you what, dear friends, based on my observation, when you put some stakes on your tomato ahead of time, then you will not be having problem guiding them into the right direction that you want them to be. Because when you stake them at the late stage, then it will be hard for the plants to go straight if they started falling on the ground, because they're getting heavy. I have to remove my raincoat. And it's like a funny thing here. The time that I am removing my raincoat, that will be the time that the rain will also come back. Anyway, that's normal, as we are in the month of September, and we will be expecting that the rain will continue to pour in until late of November or first week of November, something like that. See that one? I just mentioned to you a few seconds ago that after removing my raincoat, the rain comes back. It annoys me because you cannot work faster when you are wearing coat. It's very bulky. Now that I don't have anything to cover myself from the rain comes back. I think this plant in here is suggesting us that there's problem. So I have to remove this one. Blight is common to occur in your peppers and to your tomatoes. Plus aphids, they started to bear flowers. It's a challenge to any gardeners or any farmers. But to me, the most exciting time in gardening and farming will be the time of the harvest. And the most laborious moments will be the time of seeding and soil preparation. It's very exhausting. But you've got to do what you have to do as a gardener. Dear YouTube friends, as you can see, the amount of rain in our place right here is quite a lot, and it can greatly affect to the production of our tomatoes in the negative side. But despite of the fact, still I'm hoping that at least we could get an average harvest to compensate of the labor and hard work that we are doing this entire season. And also our cherry tomatoes there on the other side. So I'll give you a close-up look to our tomatoes. And I did not put a stake on that because there's an obvious sign that there's a disease, so I will remove that one later on today and replace another plant. And these are our cherry tomatoes. All of these 8 plants here into this trellis are all looking healthy. And I'm running out of seedlings as well, so if there's some appearances of disease here in any plant, then I don't have any replacement, so probably I put another variety. But so far all these 8 plants look healthy. So a sneak peek to our strawberry house here, and some onion chives right there. And above these extra 390 F1 hybrid tomatoes, we have these beautiful bananas there. And this cluster here is about to be harvested within this week. And we Filipinos, we really love this. And dear YouTube friends, that is all what we've got today. Thank you for watching and for joining us in our journey to organic gardening. And stay tuned, there will be more updates to all of the plants that we are planting inside the house, and also the added parcel of land outside the house that we are also renting. So we will have more exciting videos and plants that we are planting and that we are growing in a natural way. We are using organic fertilizers, dear YouTube friends. We're not using synthetic of any kind. 100% organic growing. And I want to see you all again in the next episode. See ya.